I'm a minister of God. Every day I choke myself with scriptures. Every day. If I'm watching something, scriptures are coming out of it. And then I see things in the direction I'm going. Sometimes I'm just playing a healing video. Not because I'm not even hearing. I'm just seeing how people are standing up from wheelchairs. I'm just seeing how cancer, people are testifying. What I'm doing is that I'm trying to make that my reality. And if I do it after a long time, if I see a crippled person, the first thing that will happen to me will not be fear. Because my mind absorbs this reality until it becomes my possibility. And if you do it for a long time, the people you are seeing doing it, they will leave the scene. You will start seeing yourself doing it. You are beginning to change your world. This is how manifestation comes. You are a businessman. If you are not looking at a godly businessman who is doing well, until you begin to think only possibilities, your mind will be a mountain you will never scale. Because the first law of manifestation is the law of consciousness. You are not who you say you are. You are who you think you are. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Words are that powerful. Images are that powerful. No big man thinks himself poor. No healthy man thinks himself sick. No miraculous man thinks himself powerless. And so when God wants you to enter the realm of manifestation, the first thing he will do is that they will reprogram you. Because when they reprogram you, you start thinking differently, and the manifestations that will follow will be in the order of your programming. That's how this kingdom works. And that's how man was built. I help somebody who is going through an addiction. It just dropped in my spirit now. It's only on very few occasions that addictions are broken by impartation. And the people that have the power to break addiction through impartation are not just anointed. They are those who are able to live above that thing. They are the ones that have the witness to break it. A man who is a liar can't break the addiction of lying, no matter how anointed he is. He's a slave of that spirit. A man who is a fornicator cannot break the addiction of pornography and masturbation or of immorality. Himself is a slave, no matter how anointed. He can raise cripples, open blind eyes, but he doesn't have authority in that realm. That's why when there's an addiction, the first thing to look out for is not somebody to pray for you. It's number one, to starve that addiction. Because what energizes that addiction is what you hear and see. If you starve that addiction for a long time, the power will die. And the connection that addiction has to your brain. Because for every addiction, there are neurotransmitters that have been trained to create hormones that power it. When you starve it for a long time, those neurotransmitters will become dormant. And then you have the spirit to deal with. And the second way to address an addiction is to begin to hear contrary realities and see contrary realities. When you do it for a long time, your mind will be renewed. The spirit will no longer have the manipulative power over your mind. It's when these two things are done that you'll be able to cast out the demons and be free from the addiction. If you only cast out the demons, even if the demons don't come back, your brain is already secreting hormones. Your brain will take you back to that addiction. Your soul is already fine-tuned to operate by the law of that addiction. Your soul will take you back. The demon doesn't even need to come back. And so the way you engender that kind of deliverance is to first deal with your mind. Listen, your word is in your mind. I'm telling you, your word is in your mind. If your consciousness is wrong, your word will be wrong. Your life will be wrong. If your consciousness is right, your word will be right, and your mind will be right. This is what the devil capitalizes on. This is why people are speaking in tongues for hours, but they can never become anything. When they are young, they will enjoy the energy that comes with it. After many years, you will discover that it's only a handful that become champions. Because if you pray and it doesn't affect your mindset, if you study and it doesn't affect your mindset, what you are doing is cramming. That's the difference between a brilliant child and an intelligent child. A brilliant child remembers to pass exam. An intelligent child solves problem.